fucking do it up.
Alright. This is how I sit down when I know there's a bar.
Yeah.
Up my ass.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
this is.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is a bar in my ass. Oh, jeez Louise.
Yeah.
This is something else.
You want me to cut that out?
No, we're doing the podcast.
Is it on? Is it on?
We're doing the podcast now with a sweet. Oh,
Yo, Mike is fucking on the bar, dude.
This is improv, Mike.
Oh,
yeah.
is
Is this recording?
It is recording.
Oh,
but
perfect.
This will be cut out because
No, it's fine.
No, this is fine. We got our legs doing their leg things.
no one will even hear it. But that's all right.
Oh,
Well, hey.
Maybe. We'll see.
Well,
Well,
all
if
right.
you guys want to warm up, we'll do it. Otherwise, I can give the good old 3, 2, 1.
I'm warmed up.
All right.
I don't
Ready?
know.
1,
I feel like we're already doing it.
2, 3.
Yeah, I probably won't
Sure.
cut this out.
Yeah, fucking what?
Maybe I'll do it. 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Well,
Right Brothers Podcast. Welcome, Mike Harrington. How
Yeah.
are you, sir?
Hi.
thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, thank you.
We've met Mike at the John Prada's Comedy Factory, and we've been hitting open mics with him at Blue Moon, and he's a big improv guy. So appreciate you coming on.
Gonna pick
Hey,
his brain
thank
about
you.
that.
Pick it.
Yes. Yep. So, so I guess, really want to start off kind of ask like what, how'd you get into comedy? You know what I mean? Like what got you started with everything?
Yeah. We can talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you
Yeah.
get into comedy? Like,
Oh.
Awesome. What drives you?
Yeah. Do you want like the? Well,
yeah, give us,
I'll give you kind of like the.
like what sparked it? You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
So like, growing up, I was always hearing like, "Yo, man, you gotta get on to Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
You should be on Saturday Night Live."
Yeah.
You know. And so that was like one. So it's kind of always like
Mm-hmm.
been like kind of the funny guy.
Yep.
But not in like but also like super shy and like introverted kind of thing, so like
Yep.
there's like that kind of weird
Mm-hmm.
kind of balance, I guess,
Yeah.
to fucking work out. It's like the push
Yeah.
and pull of like, oh, I just want to be oh, hold on a sec.
I know that.
Oh, that's
There we go.
There you go.
okay, now let's
Yeah.
okay, are we ready? Are we
Getting
I like
down
that.
to
We're good.
business.
Okay. Yeah, now this is
The other
business.
leg.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yes.
That's better. There you
Yeah.
go.
Look
So
at the man spread.
yeah, yeah. this
You're
is-
man
Now we're
spreading.
doing it like now. This is how you
You gotta do some mansplaining. Oh, and there comes my cat.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking. That's, how a man's in the
You
house.
man spread, and then the pussy came out.
Oh yeah,
What's
yeah,
going on, kitty?
yeah. I have that effect sometimes.
There you
Sometimes
go.
I don't though,
Thank
but
you.
sometimes I do.
There you go.
So
Get her in the podcast for a minute.
yeah.
There you go. Say hi to the camera. Okay.
Lovely.
It's a good pussy right there.
That's
Yep.
some good pussy.
So, Mike, you were told that you should be on Saturday Night Live. And
Yeah,
it all started
yeah.
From there.
So that's kind of like. I mean, probably started before that. I have.
You were just told you're a funny guy, like
Yeah.
most of us.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Probably.
cool.
I'm sure everybody hears that just because. I do wacky shit sometimes.
Yep. Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
get put in like it's like I'll be like this quietest like wallflower kind of guy,
Yep.
or like you put me in the situation and it's like fuck it, let's go, so it's like there's no like kind of in between.
I feel like just the energy came in with tonight, dude. You're like, let's go, yeah.
Yeah,
Freaking all
yeah,
into
yeah,
it, man.
yeah,
I like it.
You
I love
gotta-
it,
yeah, you gotta
You
have
know what
that
I mean?
energy.
I feel like,
But,
like I said, we did the class with you, and then we've been doing the mics, and I feel like I've seen like that quiet side of you. I feel like I've seen you kind of do your thing. You're sitting there at the table,
Yeah,
reserved, and you get up on the stage, and it's just, you're getting into it. You know what I mean?
yeah. So because we're not really like when I'm there, I'm like there to like listen and kind of
Yeah.
just get up there and do my thing. So it's hard to like.
Mhm.
This is like hanging out.
Exactly.
So it's
Yeah,
like which
yeah,
we
yeah.
haven't actually
Yeah,
really
it's
ever
easy.
done. It's all
No.
just
Yeah,
like
this is great.
This is great. I love it.
Yeah, dude.
So this is hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, hey,
It's a different setting, you know what I
mean? Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah.
So like, like you said, people say you should do Saturday Night Live, all this stuff. But then, did you find John's class online? Did you how did you find
Yeah.
that?
So
And like, was it something that someone like, I guess, did it start there, looking at his class, or did you been, I think I want to do
No,
comedy, and you heard about
yeah,
it?
no. So I'll tell you like the story. So I was like really like fucked up for a while.
Mm.
I'm like a really like boozy alcoholic kind of guy,
Mhm.
and I kind of managed to like get out of it.
Yeah, that's
And I was
cool.
like, I'm gonna,
Mhm.
actually like stop being a pussy, and fucking, people have been telling me I should do this shit, so I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna,
Mhm.
do it, just try. And so I had been sober for like a year, so it was kind of
Congrats, man.
felt,
It's good stuff.
yeah. So it felt like, I'm okay. I'm kind of solid, so I'm gonna go for it.
Mhm.
And so I go on Google and I look for like a stand up comedy class, and there was like nothing like in the area, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then like there's a class for improv to try improv.
Yep.
So that's how. And this was just before like COVID. So this was like 2019 maybe.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know. Well, so I was like, all right, cool. So I signed up for it, and then like COVID happened, and then like we didn't really do anything. So then I got back into it like after that, and started doing like the improv stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just look at trying to do another stand up thing. So I went for looked for stand up classes, and there was a class being offered by like Kismet Improv, which is one of the improv theaters. They're located in Pawtucket, and so they had it was called a Tight Five. Type 5
Yep,
class.
we know that term.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I took that, and I ended up with like a 5-minute set, and I was like ready to like get going. This was like in end of November. It was like probably 3 years ago, I think it was. So, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna start hitting the open mics and stuff like that. But then like kind of the holidays happened.
Yeah.
And I got asked to do you talked about this with Eddie a little bit, or you mentioned it. Sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Sketch stuff, getting into sketch. So I got
That's-
offered to be in the holiday sketch show over at the Providence Improv Guild.
Oh,
Which
really?
Is like my,
That's really cool.
That's where
So-
I do the improv.
With sketch, is that like so? I guess that could be considered like live sketch.
Yeah, so it's
Right.
like a live show. Your work.
Is this recorded?
The
Do you guys record your sets?
yeah. So
That's cool.
it's all everything that I do. Which is at Providence Improv Guild.
Yeah.
It was they do a live stream of every show,
Oh,
and it's
that's
all
cool.
so you can go back and like
Yeah.
if you want to really dig deep,
Yeah.
get up, fall in my shit.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
research.
You can
It's
just go look
it's
back.
all on YouTube. You can see
Yeah.
how like
You can just
Yeah.
go find
how
it.
my awful start, and like I'm starting to get like okay at it now.
Yeah.
It takes,
Sweet. Yeah. If you want to
Takes
give us the
time.
link, we can
Yeah,
link it too.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
I'll,
I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't even know there was a huge improv
oh, I don't know. If
community.
It's huge.
No, I just mean, like,
but
in
yeah,
Rhode
there is.
Island,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, pretty solid.
So Mike, my extent with improv is basically watching Who's Line.
Yeah.
So you know
right,
what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's
so,
how people
but
get started.
dude, like I
Yep.
respect the shit out of it
Yeah.
from what I've seen, and then just like looking into you, I did Google like amateur improv, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff on YouTube is freaking awesome, and just hats off to the people
Oh, it's
that do that. It's great, dude.
It's crazy.
I actually really enjoyed it. So
It's
Respect for I think that's a different. Not that it's, I don't want to say it's a different level from comedy, but in a way it's like you're on the spot. You're doing stuff on the spot.
it's
You know
yeah.
what I
It's
mean?
quick on your feet.
it's so like the kind of the comedy and all that stuff is
Mhm.
like the unexpected thing that happens,
Yeah.
and then you kind of go from there.
Yep.
So it's like
Well, I feel
yeah,
like
there's like the magic that happens like if
Yeah.
when people do the the crowd work or whatever
Yeah,
as
that's what I'm
a
gonna say.
stand up, it's like you don't know exactly, so if
What you're gonna
something
get.
yeah, so even
Yeah.
though you may have like okay, I asked this question, I might know like you
Yep.
know
Mhm.
you have certain kind of responses
Yeah.
that you might have for when you're doing the crowd work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something takes you off, and you just like roll with that,
Mhm. Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, let's get into that more. But you were saying you found Kismet. Was that that's what it's called?
yeah. So Kismet kind of popped up after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Kismet is it's just like another like improv theater. So
Yep.
there's the two.
I've heard of that. I think.
Yeah.
I think I've heard it. Maybe I heard it talking to you before, but it sounds familiar. But it's an improv place.
Yeah, there's so there's
Mhm.
two like big ones, Providence Improv Guild and Kismet Improv are like the two like kind of big ones. There,
Yeah.
Providence Improv Guild is in
In Providence.
yeah Providence
Yeah.
Providence.
I was like, maybe-
that was a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
was doing
Yeah.
making a joke with you guys about that.
Live on set.
Yeah,
Right? You know what
that
I mean?
was you guys you weren't expecting that, but
No,
I did it.
No.
This guy's
yeah,
good.
Yeah, fucking, I'm pretty good sometimes.
Hell yeah,
So,
dude.
Well,
uh,
so your involvement with improv, right? So you've been doing that. Have you actually? Little side question. Have you been doing improv more than you've been doing all the stand up stuff?
yeah.
Okay,
I
so you
like-
say you've been doing
yeah,
around 2019, right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So your involvement with improv, how does it correlate with your comedy now? Like I've noticed that you're kind of an animated, you're animated comedian, when you do your stand up, I won't give away your jokes, but you're animated, and does that correlate? How does that correlate with your improv background? Your comedy and your improv, how does that correlate together?
Yeah. So I think that's more just a personality kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to like
Yeah.
didn't like come up with the
Yeah.
I got to be animated now for my stand up stuff, and
Yeah.
then because if you see like my improv stuff, I'm really like a
Mm-hmm.
when I first started, especially they were like you're like a real physical fucking beast or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
so all the physicality and stuff,
Yeah.
so that was like kind of what I was known for, at least to
Yeah.
start,
Yeah.
and so and all that is like the expressions and the big personalities, big like
Yeah.
reactions and all
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
um,
So you say it's your personality that really helps. Like what it puts what your attitude is with comedy, and like doing, your like I said, you're an animated comedian, in my opinion, which is a good thing. I think it definitely adds to, gets people's attention. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
yo, go Mikey, like
Yeah,
playing,
yeah,
you
go.
enact the
Go,
dog.
Mikey,
Yeah, yeah,
go. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
yeah. You
yeah.
enact the dog, right? So that's all I was asking, like, yeah, yeah. That gets me going. That's
Yeah.
funny. That's funny. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess like you said, so improv. Do you think it helps doing improv
Well,
with your comedy?
it certainly helps because like what was I gonna say about that? It helps because
Mm-hmm.
you got to get out there and just do it. So it's
Yeah.
getting out in front of people and being like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this could be fucking awful. This could be awesome.
Yeah.
And just getting out there and like
Mhm.
doing it is like
Yeah.
the main thing. But as far as like material kind
Yeah.
of stuff, especially the kind of, so I do like long form improv mostly, which is like versus short form, which is short form is more like the whose line is it kind of thing, where like you have like games kind of set up and you
Okay.
put the guys in like the certain situation, like
Yeah.
you're at a party and you have to guess like who's at the party with you, kind of is like a short form kind of thing.
That's fun.
So but versus long form, which is like you're given like a suggestion at the stop that you get from the audience, and you end up making like there's all different kinds of like forms that you can do, but it's basically almost like you do like a 30-minute set that's almost like a improvised like play almost.
Right. So is there
you have like little like scenes basically.
And is that it, or is there like there's no game involved, right? It's not like guess this, what's that? It's watching
Right,
it's watching a like you said, a play, but like
it's almost like a little scene. It's almost
what's the word I'm looking for?
It's almost like a sketch. If you're watching like a Saturday Night Live sketch, so
It's a performance unfolding live.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and then it has a start and an end. It kind of
right.
that's cool. So that's something I've never
And
really watched.
it could be
which
like
I'm interested in that. That's cool.
It could be like it could be a short like 2-minute scene. It could be a short fucking 20-second scene, but it just depends like where it goes, and there's a
Well, that's cool.
It's like an experience thing.
Yeah.
You gotta try and like go check it out.
Yeah. So, well, that's kind of cool that, like I said, I think, because I wanted to highlight, with you, that's like when I see you do your stand up, and I know you do improv, so I was like, I wonder, if you have an advantage over, like,
I have an advantage because I'm Michael fucking Harrington.
There you go, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the fucking advantage.
The improv comedian, you know what I
love
mean?
it.
Well, you got people like, because I think like it's good to be animated. You got to, and I feel like in stand up, you make yourself stand out. You know what I mean? I definitely think you catch people's attention, and I think probably doing improv, like you can carry over some of your skills there and bring it to the stage. You could probably even expand if you wanted to. Like imagine using props and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, in that one set, I kind of do use like with the the baby one with the cassette recorder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, well, yeah, like come on, you're like, nutrient, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is funny. Like that, I
Yeah.
feel like that's like, I wonder, like, do you do that type of stuff in improv? You know what I mean? Like, do you act stuff out?
I could totally do that in like something weird like that, like in an improv set. Like, oh, fucking get in my belly. Yeah. There's a lot of
That's so
that
funny.
kind of thing, which is like a physical comedy kind of thing. But
Yeah.
a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's actually the set that I got from like that
Mhm.
that Type 5
Yeah.
class that I took.
Mhm.
So
All right, and I mean, so it influences your writing. Do you think at all, the improv?
yeah, so it helps with like I have a couple of things that I kind of do to write.
Yeah, that's yeah. What do you do
So,
to write? That's a good
because I
question.
know, I know you're interested in the topic. 'Cause I've seen the podcast.
Yeah,
So
What
yeah.
is your
that's
writing
how.
process like,
Yep,
Mr.
that's Rob's
Harrington?
good. That's,
Yeah.
Rob
So
loves that question.
yeah.
Because
Oh,
if it were me, I would, if I'm in an improv class and something comes up that's totally unique, and it's obviously it's new, right?
yeah.
It's
Right.
I'd
Right.
be like,
Right.
oh my god, and I just try to expand on that and then try to make a joke from it. Is that what you do, or
Uh,
well, one of
Not
the things you
really.
do? No, all right.
Well, kinda. So like one of the
So
things
what
I'll
does Mr.
do.
Harrington do?
What one of the things I'll do, which is kind of improv-y, and I've heard you guys talk about it actually a little bit. With like you'll have like a phrase or whatever, or the phrase generator. So I'll just do it with like
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was saying the random sentence generator, and
yeah,
then you kind of just whatever the expectation is that in that sentence, you try to like,
like break it down or
break
whatever.
it down, and
And yeah,
yeah,
I don't even go like that deep. I have like a random word generator, which is a good thing for like improv because that's a lot of times you go in front of the audience, be like, hey, to get started, we just need a word. A random word, and then they're like, oh yeah, oh, sunshine, and
Yeah.
then you're like, you do a set based off like whatever sunshine makes you think of, and maybe you start a scene like on the beach or something, or you go, you know, but
my mind went to just becoming like a sun and just floating around
yeah,
and
yeah, it
fucking
could
with
be like,
people.
hey, look at those fucking little earthlings down there with the fucking
Yeah.
Tight.
yeah,
All right, so you grab a random word.
yeah. So for that, I might for sunshine, and then I'll just start writing 12 minutes straight. Set a time for like 12 minutes,
Oh,
just
shit.
write. I was like, it was a beautiful day, and just keep writing and writing and writing
Hmm.
and whatever. And if you don't have anything to write, just like keep the pen moving, like, oh, just even if you're just having to pray like sunshine, 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 and you can go back and like see if anything like comes out of that,
Gotcha.
like
So it's a very like locked in, free thought
yeah, it's very
exercise. I like
what
that.
is it, stream of consciousness kind of
And
thing.
you probably heard if you're listening to the podcast, or maybe we even talked about it, but you've heard of like the morning pages exercise.
Yeah,
That's what it
yeah,
kind of reminds me of now that you
yeah,
say it, because like I've tried that like every morning, wake up, or it doesn't even have to be in the morning, just at any
yeah.
time, and just I would type in, like I don't know, I would just be like, hey, today's awesome. Today's awesome. This is
Hmm.
awesome. You know what else is
Yeah.
awesome? Socks. Socks are awesome.
Socks. Yeah, yeah,
And then you
wherever
just
it
go
goes.
and
Yeah,
go
and
and
then
go
it
and
goes
go,
and it
and
can
then
weave and then
next thing you know, there's 3 pages about socks, and then it ended with like the universe exploding.
right,
I was
right,
like, oh
right.
my
Like, you
god,
don't
Yeah.
know where, and then maybe like in that read them back, maybe there's a sentence that you can pull out of there, and that's like,
right?
and then you just riff off of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what that
Um,
reminds me of. So that's cool.
like the mind mapping
Yeah.
exercise. That's how I came up with like the go Mikey go
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah. So do
Was
you
from that.
still utilize mind mapping?
Um,
Because me, I still like it, but most people I ask don't like that method.
yeah, I was I don't know. It was a good to like start to like come up with like some stuff. I mean, I don't really have like a set thing that I do. Like if I need to write something, I feel like it's more like, oh shit, I got to write something, and then like stuff starts coming. You know.
Yeah.
Um.
So, do you use the mind map? I mean, do personally, me, I could not figure that out. I got so discouraged over it, I can't do it. Even I gave up on the mind mapping. I
Oh, you
just,
can't give up.
yeah, I'll just write down whatever's on my mind and then
Yeah.
just
I
try to come
know
up. But
that
mind
works.
mapping was very hard. But do you use that at all?
Like that's how I came up. Like I
Oh,
said,
yeah, you
like
were saying you came up with
so
the dog
like
joke.
there's like Colin was like, hey, what's like your family? What's some other things? I was
Mhm.
like, oh, my dad. What's weird about my dad? Oh, he does agility with the dog. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. And then
What's
like that
weird
was
about
like
my dad?
yeah, yeah. What's weird about people? And
Yeah,
then
that's
that's
funny.
kind of
Matt or Mike, if you don't particularly like the boxes in the cloud mind mapping, you can also check out list format mind mapping. Same
I
idea,
haven't
but
heard
you're
of it.
literally just writing lists as you go, like you would if you were bubbling, and then you just section them off as you go.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's another way to do it. So
Yeah.
you actually end up with a giant list, and that's another
Yeah.
thing you could do too. You
Yeah,
could just
yeah.
list a bunch
There's
of
no
words
like
like you're saying. So
wrong way,
yeah, there's all sorts of things that you can do.
Mhm.
Another thing I do is like I'll like videotape, like set up something just like this, and I'll be like, and I'll start going through my routine,
Yep.
and I'll just start like
That's cool. That's not a bad
end up
idea.
like talking. Like that's how I don't know how good like this part's been, but if you've heard like the Billy Joel Elton John conversation thing that
Mhm.
I've done,
Which one was that?
it's like
You did it at? Did you do it at Touch?
I did it at Touch like once or twice.
Oh, I
might
know
have
you're
done
talking
it's
about
it's
now.
like
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember that
Yeah.
it's
one.
like when Elton John got knighted.
Yeah,
and Billy Joel's like, oh, I'm fucking Piano Man too.
yeah.
So like I started. I don't know if
What-
that's worth much.
Do you ask the crowd something? You're like, does anyone know any what do you say, knights here?
Yeah,
Is that how you do it? And I said,
that's the one I start off. I'm like,
my dumbass said, Sir Elton John or something like that.
yeah.
And you're like,
So that was the
"Yeah."
first time I did it. So
Yeah.
I also have that bit about like, the bit of pee you do after you poop is like chivalrous. So that's how it ends up into knights. So all this stuff, I'm trying to like get stuff that'll connect, like,
Yeah.
you know, the dog one with like the baby food hose one with the dentist teeth, the gum one. So it's all like that's kind of what I'm working on now, trying to get this stuff that'll like bridge between those.
So you're trying to make it all into like one bit type of thing. Like you could do all like, I don't want to say one joke, but you're doing it so you can do like a 7 minutes or something based on, or 10 minutes off of that.
Yeah, so I've like done all like my whole like all the stuff that I've, and it's like it would be like a half-hour show, you know.
That's cool, man. That's
So
good to
it's
have
like-
that. Honestly, it's good practice too. Now, do you practice? You said you set up a camera. Do you practice your bits in front of a camera?
Yeah.
And you
So I'll,
you
like,
watch it and stuff.
Yeah, so like I have one that's got all like the whole, the three like main ones that I think are pretty like usually pretty successful.
Yeah.
And then like the stuff that I kind of am not so sure about, that kind of and just trying to weave it all together. So it's like what it would be like to actually like do like a show, and then so I have like a 30-minute like video while just chilling on my phone. I can go back and watch it and see where like kind of like how where I can work like the connecting bits to like
I like that
and
idea. That's something I've never tried personally. It was film myself.
Yeah,
Like,
it's awkward.
I feel like it's like
weird.
something to get over.
I guess it's awkward, and then you got to watch yourself back, which
sometimes that takes a little bit to like get back and watch it, but it's like
it's
no. Do you ever get nervous on stage? Like doing stand up at
That's
the
a good
open mics
question.
and
So
stuff?
you're doing improv, and have you ever performed in front of a live audience with improv?
I would say probably. That's what I imagine.
When I hear improv, I think just a group of improv activists just chilling and doing their own thing together and just having a good time. I wasn't sure what the percentage of live audiences there was.
So like,
you know what I mean? And the reason I asked that is just follow up to his question is, do you get nervous on stage?
And we're completely oblivious to me personally. We don't really know too much
Dude,
about it. That's why
I eat a pint of Ben & Jerry's and watch Who's Line. That's my extent, like I said earlier.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. So do you ever get nervous on stage doing stand up at least?
So yes. So the answer is
who doesn't?
So I got like I used to get like super nervous even for doing like improv, but now it's like that nerves have turned to like excitement kind of. It's kind of switched over because I've gotten more confident in it, so like I'm pretty sure we're gonna have like a decent show, whereas before it would be like I don't know, it could go either way depending on, and that just comes from experience, I think. So but I get nervous like just going up there for the open mic shit. I'm like like gotta do a couple of like, calming breaths before I get up there and do a little shake stuff out a little bit. But so
you get a little nervous up there, like if you like Blue Moon, for example, 'cause that's where we do stand up with you all the time. You get nervous up there still?
At least like the little bit before, and if I'm trying something new, I'll be nervous, and it's like it's weird because it affects like your breathing more than like anything. It's not like I'm not nervous about like the jokes or anything like that, because I don't really give a fuck, if it's funny, if it's not, I'll be embarrassed and whatnot. But it's like, you can kind of tell, like, even watch it back, like, oh, my breathing's a little bit off. Like,
will you record your sets and everything like that?
Yeah, I record them and watch them back, and it's like.
Do you record them at the open mic? Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's cool.
Up there once or twice. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
it's good just to like.
My ass has my phone up there with me, so I can.
Oh yeah.
I always have
Matt
me
record, and then I'm recording it. Like I'm trying to watch him in like live and not through the phone. Next thing you know, I'm recording like the wall or something on accident. I'm like, I think I got him.
As long as you hear me, it's fine. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, but so. I'm assuming you're probably not as nervous on the improv set then. You know what I mean?
No. So for the improv, and I'll just so like the place that I do it at like I said, Providence Improv Guild. We're located. You guys know AS220?
I've heard of it.
Downtown Providence.
Because I think they're not affiliated with Alchemy, are they?
No,
this is something separate.
Yeah,
right.
it's like kind of down in that area. So it's like Empire Street.
Yeah.
It's right in downtown, kind of by the Trinity Brew House, down in like that little section.
Yeah, I know what Trinity is.
So we're like, a little room like upstairs. Have, AS220 is like a big like arts community, and they have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, Providence is very popular for that stuff.
Yeah.
So you do it over there. That's where you do it.
Yeah. So we have like a little room like kind of up above their black box theater, and so
cool.
it seats like the max seating is about like 30 people, and so sometimes we sell out. A lot of times it's like like 6 to 10 people there, so it's not like but it's definitely like in front of like a
crowd,
live audience.
Well, let's be honest, sometimes open mics aren't that packed depending on the night. Sometimes you get a smaller list, so it's probably relatively around the same amount of people at times, you know what I mean?
And
so if you want to tell us a little bit about that place. You said if you want to maybe give the viewers like an idea of where it is, or if someone's interested in doing improv, how can they go about it, and maybe give a little bit of insight, and we can share that too.
So Providence Improv Guild, it's 95 Empire Street. It's the location. Improvpig.com is the website.
Yep.
And so they're constantly offering like classes. I think it's like 8 weeks.
Oh,
of
like sign up for it?
Yeah. I think it's $225 for an 8-week course, which is kind of about like what stuff is.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And so there's usually 4 different levels. So you have like your intro, and then there's like a, scene work kind of thing. There's a character class, and then there's the final level is like kind of putting together your own show.
That'd be kind of cool.
But so they offer that. They offer like sketch classes will come up if you're interested in something like that, Yeah,
I'm interested in sketch, and when I think of sketch though, I was thinking something different. I was just thinking about like coming up with an idea, obviously, for a scene to do, but just record it. So you don't necessarily have to like remember your lines. You have to remember your lines.
Well, that's there's the same kind of thing. It doesn't have to be live, but.
So if me and Rob wanted to like say like I don't know about Rob, but I'm kind of interested. Like, what if me and him wanted to do something where we could just do like I like the idea of like give you a word and you act on it.
Yeah.
Do you have to sign for classes to do that, or is there places you can go? Kind of like, is there an open mic scene?
Yeah.
For that?
So that was gonna be like the kind of the next thing.
Yeah.
I was prepared for this question. Yeah. So it was this thing I do Thursday nights is like an improv practice.
Yeah.
And this is at Kismet, which is in Pawtucket, Kismet Improv. It's at the Hope Artist Village.
Okay.
Right next to like the Met down there. So they have every Thursday night. It's a improv drop-in class, and it's like $10, and it's like a 2. I think it starts 6:30 to 8:30, kind of thing.
And you just sign up and
you can go. There's a lot of people who just want to give it a try,
That sounds kind of cool. Rob, you want to do something like that?
Yeah.
Dude?
I kind of want to check it out.
Dude, we should go one night.
Yeah.
Mike, do you go to that at all?
Yeah, that's usually what I do. So
we should go with him one night.
Well, the timing stinks for me.
Yeah.
6:30, 8:30.
Right,
If it started at 8:30, I'm all over it.
Well, what we could do,
so I'd have to
make
some time. But is there anything out there that would start a little bit later?
Like not. I don't know.
Dang.
It'd be kind of hard.
Well, I could make time for it.
I mean, if you
planned it ahead, I'm sure we could definitely plan something.
Well, let me ask you this.
I'm usually not getting there till 7 because I'm getting out home from work, and it's not like hey, but
let's get a little wild. Can we do a little improv right now?
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
Hey.
How do you do like?
It's like,
let's try it, dude. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be super physical, but
it's gonna get physical.
We could talk. we could do like verbal improv.
All right.
I'm gonna rip this bar out.
It's gonna rip.
So Mike, take us through like a sample little class. I'll give you $10 after if you want.
Oh yes.
No,
all right. Like more than 10.
We'll do a quick 5-minute thing. Like, what do you think?
Yeah,
I know it's totally left field. Like, no one even.
Yeah, quick 2 to 5 minute thing. I guess if you want, do like a, you want to give him a word?
This is gonna be fun.
Well, yeah, it's just like a group thing. This is like.
You want me to do it?
Yeah,
I
want all of us to do it.
Okay, so
it might suck, but what's it like? Let's see.
So the basic kind of thing is you want to like just like agree, kind of like on like the reality of things. Yes, and is the the basis of everything. So, you know,
Yeah.
if I say like, "Oh, that's a nice sweater," it's like, "Yeah, it is a nice sweater," and you know, my grandma fucking knitted this shit. She, I was like, "Oh, you have a grandma? That's cool. I have a grandma too." Yeah, and then it kind of.
So how does it all start though? Do you actively find the game, as they say? Do you just start with any old word that pops in your head?
Yeah, so no, so like we'll ask for a suggestion and that'll get it start whatever that inspires, you know. It doesn't have to be like that exact word.
Yeah.
So you say broccoli and that reminds me of something green and what else is or healthy, you know. So you can be like, "Oh, I'm on a diet, you know.
Yeah.
This diet is killing me." Would be like, which is called like the initiation, which is like the first kind of like you know, putting something out there.
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of see what happens.
Matt, you got your phone on you?
Yeah.
Just Google, just say like, give me a random improv topic.
All right. Hey Siri,
Okay.
give me a random improv topic. Oh, didn't say it.
Oh, say
Didn't
that
say?
loud.
So what does it say?
Yeah.
We can't read. There's no time for
I
reading.
know, I thought I was gonna talk back to you. This thing stinks. All right. All right, hold on. Here we go. Teambuilding.com. Some good improv prompts for team building include a writing team. Okay, we don't need that.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Be like, "Hey Siri, what's a word?
Oh,
What's a fun word?"
all right. What's a fun word?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. See
Hey
if it talks
Siri.
to
Bitch. If I was Steve DiNuccio, would talk.
Yeah, where's Steve DiNuccio?
Yeah,
Fucking,
talk to my Siri.
He's got all the Siri bandwidth.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey Siri. Give me a fun word. Didn't talk to me.
Oh well, what word did he give you?
Cattywampus.
Oh, Cattywampus.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, Cattywampus.
Yeah, he's like, I know what that is.
Yeah, I know that guy.
All right,
Okay.
we're gonna
Yeah, no, we can do it.
we're gonna work with that.
Cattywampus, you know that guy?
No, Cattywampus broke my heart.
Yeah, and he broke my jaw the other day.
He's a powerhouse.
He broke my back.
He broke my jaw, broke your back, and broke his heart.
Yes. He's not monogamous about anything. He is.
Who he fucks up, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. You know who else doesn't care? Me!
Yeah.
Because my fucking heart's broken. You know? Cattywampus! You got a broken... What'd he break on you? Again.
Not only my back, but my ass.
Oh, your ass is broke.
Damn, I'm sorry.
And your back is broke.
He broke my balls too.
And your balls.
He made fun of me.
He's the...
He said my comedy sucks.
Well, now that's just being mean. You know, it's one thing to break a man's soul and spirit. To say that his comedy sucks.
Hey, you know what?
Fuck.
That means he broke your
Fucking get
spirit.
this cattywampus guy.
Yeah,
Let's
look
get
at this Cattywampus.
Let's get him.
Make sure you stay in frame, though.
Yeah, stay in frame. Wow, this is improv.
Yeah, this is kind of improv. This is very basic.
The improv,
Okay.
the improv folks that are watching this are probably like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
what are you
yeah,
doing?"
This
yeah.
guy.
Of course, it's cringy. Yeah, and then so that would have been cut. Like,
They'd be like,
that's,
the
that's
director-
okay. That's
Yeah,
it. You
something.
get a good laugh line or whatever, and
Did-
then like they wipe and you get into something.
And then
new.
you get to something else after
yeah,
that?
yeah.
What
and then you
about
start-
I don't know,
Chair.
an Italian guy that loves to sing?
Oh,
All
an
right.
Italian guy that loves to sing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so-
there you go. There's a topic.
Oh. Hey, Paulie, I've given up. I'm getting out of the boxing game. I want to take up with the microphone.
That's great.
Yeah, this is still Sylvester Stallone, but I'm not a boxer. I'm gonna.
Hey, you don't sound very Italian.
Hey,
And I'm from Brooklyn. I like to sing, especially the Backstreet Boys.
well, I'm not. I'm just acting Italian. I'm an actor before I'm a boxer or an Italian. I'm Sly Stallone. I can do anything.
You can say Adrian.
Oh yeah, I can do it.
Have you seen Adrian anywhere?
Oh yeah, Adrian. I sang a song, Little Miss Tuffet, sat on a puffet. Hey Adrian, Get your sweet ass. I mean,
I'm gonna use you as a punching bag.
yeah, I'm gonna get Catty Campus come on, and we're gonna fucking suck that guy out of here. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna.
What was his name again? Caddy
Catty
Campus?
Campus?
We got to start singing to him.
Yeah.
Quit playing games with my heart.
Quit playing games with my
Oh my God.
With my back.
with my back
And my
with
balls.
my ass.
and his ass
And my balls.
and your balls and
Wow.
yeah,
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is bad. This is, I mean, this
This
is
is the
bad.
worst
This is
improv
fun.
ever.
Go to improvpig.com.
See, we need
sign
classes.
up for some classes.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you
And
know what?
that's a good like.
Hey,
what,
We're having fun with it though.
But
You're having fun.
yeah, yeah.
That's what it is. This podcast is fun, dude. You know what's great? We had Eddie, we had Kyle on here, right? And Kyle was a good recap of like, where we've come, what we're doing, and then like, our appreciation for Kyle. And then we got Eddie on here, who's like super philosophical.
Yeah,
And we got,
I know.
this guy watches the podcast. We really appreciate it, dude,
yeah.
honestly, because you even called back something before, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I'm doing callbacks.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
doing Callback in the callback.
And then you're giving us an improv. We're just over here just doing
Fucking
whatever.
around. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that.
It doesn't have to be serious.
Yeah,
I just feel like somehow there's a person just screaming at us right now.
Oh,
My
I'm
neighbor's
sure.
down
in the
below.
improv
'Cause my
community, just
neighbors-
being like, oh
Yeah,
my
no.
God.
It's
It's like the world of improv was
I mean,
very
I don't-
loud
I
and
don't-
it was suddenly silenced.
I don't want to be mean, but that wasn't really very good.
No, that wasn't even improv, was it?
Dude, I don't even know what the heck I was doing.
No, I
See,
know, yeah,
I'd say
yeah,
It's
improv.
hard to
yeah.
think on your feet like
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah. So it's like,
So-
all the credit to you improv folk, dude.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
that was
it's,
insane.
So how does it get physical in improv? Like, I don't like.
usually we don't have like the space of like this couch to
Yeah,
do something.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
might start the scene. You don't not even with like words. You might just start by like doing like a, I'm just kind of washing the dishes or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then like so you're in a kitchen, which sets the scene,
Mhm.
and then like maybe somebody comes in and is like, oh hey honey, so you're like, oh, okay, you got your relationships kind of set up, so like
So could you give me a word, and then could I do like an act out onto that?
yeah,
All right, give me a word.
petunia,
Petunia.
yeah.
All right. Picking petunias and oh my God, what the fuck? What the
Petunia,
hell is
darling.
that? Is that an arm in this array of petunias? I think there's a murder. It's been a murder here.
Petunia, darling, did you finally murder Harry Potter?
Yeah, fuck this shit up.
Fucking yeah. See, that was better. That was better than what we were just doing. Like,
Good job.
On
Yeah,
Petunia, you
yeah.
murdered Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thanks,
That
Mike.
wizard Homo is out of here.
See,
No, I was kidding.
so that's
I'm
what
ready
you
to
get for that kind of-
graduate.
yeah. That was a much improved scene.
See?
See, I think, no, all seriousness, I think it'd be fun to do something like that one day. And anybody that's watching that's interested in it, like Mike says, it's the Improv Guild in Providence, and you guys should definitely check that out.
Yep, improvpig.com.
Yeah, because we just acted completely stupid on my
Yeah,
couch,
it's
but
just
Yeah,
it's
that
okay.
was really-
That was fun.
It's
I
not
liked it. I
yeah.
mean, I'm having
It's-
fun with
yeah,
you, Mike. It's a
it's
good time.
It's
'Cause
stupid.
Mike's a good
but-
time.
It's good
Mike
to,
the
like,
Good Time Harrington. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
am a good time also, man.
Yeah. I like a good time. Dude, you're funny, man. You're a fun guy outside of the mic. Not that you're
Yeah.
not fun there. I'm just saying,
No,
like,
it's
seeing a different side of you. I like it.
yeah,
You're cool, man. I appreciate you coming
it's
on.
hard to be like,
Yeah.
it's different,
Yeah, I feel that.
And then you're
Different
getting
settings.
getting
Yeah.
out of a bar at fucking 11:30, 12. I was like, all right,
Oh, yeah.
hey, it's fun, guys.
Right.
Good to
I
see
know,
you.
right? Well, so this is more of an off-topic question, but I think me and Rob might have talked about it before, but it's like doing all this stuff takes a lot of time in a way.
Yeah.
You got to put the time in. How do you balance all this stuff? You work a job, you work a full-time job, you're doing improv and comedy. You ever like find it
Yeah.
hard to juggle it all, or you have like do you write certain days and all that stuff?
I guess
kinda
it's
do it
pretty
whenever.
hard. I have a
Just let it
whole
roll.
yeah, I have a whole like routine. Like I don't eat till like the end of the day, so I'm not tired from having food in my belly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like, which is kind of fucked up,
Yeah.
but it's also kind of like what's necessary to like do. So I have to
Nah, you're good.
I'd be up at work at 5, be at work down in North Kingstown for 6.
Yeah.
Usually get out at like 3 or 4. I might do a little like meditation or something to kind of recharge the battery, and then work out, and then usually I'll have like an improv practice or like
Yeah.
a mic at night,
Yeah.
and then or if it's the weekend I have a couple of shows.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, and then finding time to write on top of that is
Mhm.
like sometimes it's hard. It depends. Like
Yeah.
my show schedule is like slowed down. let's see here, November, December, January, and February. Every Friday night, I had we were doing let's see, November and December it was an improvised like Hallmark movie we were doing, which was like an hour
Oh,
long
that sounds
set.
good.
You know, so that was like pretty intense.
Yeah.
And then
Did it involve like a small town girl
yeah,
moving
small,
to the big
yeah,
city?
exactly. You know,
Mike was
hitting
a
all, like,
small
the tropes.
town girl with
Yeah.
a wig on. I can picture you doing that.
Improvised wig. It's all made. I have to imagine it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
no
yeah.
props or anything like that. It's all.
Yeah, I'm
just,
pretty
like,
sure we got to check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun. It's
Yeah.
like you're using your imagination. And I don't know if you're a fan of this, but me and Rob have been playing Dungeons and Dragons lately.
Oh,
And dude, it's cool because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like
we
you're
have.
using your
Once a month
brain.
we play with our buddies.
so
It's been going on for a year now, the campaign.
I just got asked. Let's see here. This is what day? This was this past weekend, this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you would love that.
This is one of the guys over at Kismet. They put together it's called Enter a Tavern, and it's a improv set based on Dungeons and Dragons. So it's basically a Dungeons and Dragons like improv show.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so
That's
I got asked
awesome.
to be in that one. It was my first time doing that. So
Congrats,
that
that's
was yeah,
great.
that was pretty fun. And they're going to be bringing that to like the Providence Improv Guild.
Yep.
I think that starts in June, and that's going to be like every Friday night at like their
Really?
7:30 show. So
So it's a D&D themed improv session.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, and
That's cool.
D&D is
Yeah.
like a very much like a ton of people like in the improv
Yeah.
community do play because it's
Well-
like kind of
Dude.
the same thing. It's
Yeah, then I bet that translates very well.
yeah, it does exactly. It's
Um,
exactly what I'm trying to say.
mhm.
A lot of people play D&D you wouldn't even think of.
Yeah.
Like fucking Vin Diesel, dude.
Oh, I'm sure Vin
Plays
Diesel.
D&D, and
I'm
all the
sure
cool-
Vin Diesel. That's how he
Vin
got
Diesel-
his acting training.
He does. Vin
Yeah,
Diesel
I was
plays.
gonna say,
He plays
I'm
with
sure.
a Critical Role. He's on there,
He's like, family. that's all he does in the game.
and all the voice actors out there, they're cool D&D players. You
Oh,
ever heard of
sure.
Critical Role?
Henry Cavill.
No, Henry Cavill. He's more of a Warhammer guy, right?
I thought he was a D&D guy, but I don't know. What the heck do I know?
He's fucking Superman.
Yeah, dude,
That's
he's
right.
Superman at the end of the day. That's all that matters.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Fuck shit up with a cape on. You know what I mean?
I'll put on a cape and fuck you up.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Superman. I'm Henry Cavill. I got hair.
I got hair up here.
I have hair.
Yeah.
I'm Henry Cavill, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll fuck you up.
No, this is an off random question. Has John Prod ever said he was gonna smoke coke off your head?
Oh, I don't think there's been a day that I've seen him that he hasn't said that. So I'm still waiting for him to deliver on the promise.
I know, right?
You know,
Oh man.
I'm still waiting, John. I mean, come on, it's
for
right here.
Yeah, come on. I shaved for my head for you today.
I do. I shave every Tuesday night, so it's ready to go for Wednesday. Hope and a prayer.
Get a fresh bag.
Someday
of...
it'll happen for
That's
me. I
funny.
know. I
That's
swear.
funny.
I hope.
That's
I pray.
funny.
God, please
That's
just-
hilarious.
John Perretta.
Because he
please
says
just
all the
smoke some-
time.
Snort some crack right off
Yeah.
my beautiful bald head.
Right to my dome.
Eight
like
Ball
a-
Tuesdays. Bring it up.
That's funny. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I was gonna say, I think D&D and improv definitely probably goes together. Me personally, like I think me and Rob introduced me to Dungeons and Dragons, playing with his friends, and then using your imagination, going to your comfort zone, and then doing comedy has got me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, that's what I would
You know
say.
what I
That
mean?
would be the biggest thing. The biggest,
Yeah. I don't know.
what's the word?
It's so funny how you just get kicked down the hill. Like at first, like I'm nervous. I don't really want to play, and it's like, oh, I'll play some D&D, but I'm not doing the fucking voices.
And
Yeah,
then
right.
next thing you know,
And then
you
next thing you
shall
know-
not pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're dressed up in a fucking trench coat with
Yeah.
a fucking like harp on because you're a bard.
Oh, yes, my lord, you cannot come through here. And then fucking
Yeah.
misfits come
And
through.
then, and that's it. And then, so I feel like it's kind of the same thing.
For the record, I've never done no voices. I swear to God.
Yeah, me
Whistle
either.
now.
I've been playing for
Whistle.
freaking years, and I've never done
What's
a
the
voice.
thing, dude? It's like with D&D, I feel like my virginity is coming back. It's like a shield
Oh,
protecting me. My wife hasn't fucked me
Oh,
in like 2 years
oh, well-
since I started playing.
well, once you start doing improv,
Wait, we've been
it'll
playing a
definitely
year.
go back because like mine is fucking. Yeah, so if you're worried about that, don't start doing improv.
Yeah, right.
You know?
My wife's like, "You're doing D&D and you're gonna do improv." Yeah, no way.
No, no.
Ain't
You're
no-
never gonna
sorry,
live
mom and
again,
dad. Ain't no
sorry.
babies being made.
Yeah.
Here's your V card back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually a joke I've been wanting to write. Be like, talk about how I've been doing D&D and like how like my virginity's been coming back to me.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, my wife hasn't fucked me in like a year since I started playing.
And pretty soon I'll be going back to live in my mom's pussy.
Yeah.
Or something to that effect. I was moving back into my mom's
But just yeah, you be
Oh,
Yeah.
D&D, damn you, D&D. Oh, but it is cozy.
yeah. And then what are you gonna do? Nutrients.
Oh.
Oh my god, that's hilarious! If you want to see more of those nutrients, come see Mike at Blue Moon on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
where he does his stand up, and go see him at the
Oh my
Improv
God.
Guild. You know what I mean? Damn. You know, Mike, this is fun.
Yeah,
You're a great guest. You're a
I
great.
feel like we're wrapping it up. Is that?
No,
is
you're a
that-
great guest.
I don't
No,
know.
I don't know. I don't care. I'm fucking
I'm
go
just
all
saying,
night. I'm
dude,
a
I'm-
fucking man. I don't
You're like, wait, hold up.
Hold up.
I got work tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
All
I
good,
mean,
man.
no, I don't.
You don't?
Yeah.
There you go,
Yeah.
dude.
That's why we
Perfect.
did it tonight.
Perfect.
Good for you, man.
I got home and I took a nap and I set my alarm for 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So to make sure I get to
There you go.
improv practice on time, and I woke up at 5 o'clock. I was like, "Fuck, I'm late for work."
Yeah.
It was one of those things. I was like,
You're like, wait, hold on. I don't have
wait,
work
what the fuck
today.
is it? Oh, I already worked today. That's right.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Perfect.
Those crazy afternoon naps.
Yeah. Well, dude, I had one of those today. Took the day off today, and it was great. Those are the
Oh,
best, dude. And I'm ready.
for you.
I was ready. Drank a cold brew, man.
Oh,
And you know what I mean? Good
Yeah.
to go. But yeah, no, seriously, man, that's funny.
you're like, you're like, by the end of the day, I'm gonna be doing an improv
Yeah, I would
on
have thought.
camera, live.
Yeah, who would have thought? You know what I mean? And Rob doesn't edit any of this stuff. He's like,
No, I hope
you did something stupid. You're just going on there. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just checked
yeah.
to make sure the sound is all right.
Yeah.
I put the intro, the outro, and I cut out the banter when we first sit down, and
No,
that's
fucking
it.
keep that shit. That's the gold. Fucking mind
Yeah,
that.
you want to be sitting down saying I get a bar in your ass?
He
Yeah.
likes it. It's fun.
Yeah, because it's still up in there. I did this whole show up with it. It's still up in there. It's not like it's not magically disappeared. You know?
The
It's
pillow's
still-
not working.
No pillow. Oh. Sorry, I'm pardon. Just giving me a moment.
What pillow?
What pillow? The pillow disappeared with the bar.
We are going to get that bar fixed for the next guest. It's
Why do you say that, Matt? That's what do you mean?
yeah. What bar? You know what I
What
mean?
bar?
Come sit on.
I'm taking this fucking thing with me. Are you kidding me?
It's
This
so
fucking
far
come
up there.
over with me. It's like, I don't know. You know.
It's already so far up. You're just going to walk out. It's going to be stuck
Yeah.
in there.
You guys aren't plumbers, right?
you got a pair of voice scripts in there. That's funny. Oh my god. Oh man. Whew. That's, I'm coming.
This is-
It's hot in here, dude.
And we put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
So this is
So
fucking,
hot.
This is.
Oh man. But yeah, seriously, I mean, yeah, I think if it improvs like that, then I'm definitely down to just, I love your energy, man. I think
Yeah.
you're shed. I'm like, I don't know about. I think Rob can agree. I think we're both in this. We're doing this comedy thing. We're ready to try new things, and I would. It's something. It's serious. All seriousness. I think I would. I'm definitely interested in trying and looking into it. Definitely gonna. I saw you posted something on Facebook about like you had to vote or donate or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
So today, I mean, it's probably whenever this
when this
airs
airs
gonna
on
be
Friday,
So
yeah,
it's
I mean,
April 1st is 401 Gives, which is like the Rhode Island's like statewide fundraising day for like local nonprofit
oh
organizations.
okay,
And so the Providence Improv Guild is a nonprofit
Mhm.
organization. So I was like, so it's like, oh, give us some money.
Yeah,
We're a
yeah,
nonprofit. We need the stuff. This is the day that we do. Everyone does it. So where's a
Yeah.
video?
yep,
So I made a little video. And I
So-
was like,
perfect. I'm gonna go donate then. So when people see this on Friday, it'll probably be too. They only donate today, right?
I think I'm not sure. It's
Well,
know.
you could still
You can
check.
always if you go to improvpig.com, there's a link on their website that says if you'd like to donate.
Yeah. And you can still check it out, right? You can check out the page anytime.
Yeah, you
All
can
right.
go on my Instagram and
All right.
or Facebook. Find me on Facebook, people. I don't care. I'm open to anybody. Anybody come and put it on me. Put your
Yeah.
friend request
Yeah.
in me in my area.
Where the bar is.
Yeah, put me on me, you, and the bar.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be Facebook friends. Oh, you should make a page for the fucking couch bar.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get your links up
In the
up
comments, right?
up
Yeah,
in the description.
yeah.
Unfortunately, right now YouTube doesn't let me do direct links so that people can't click it, but the URL will be there with your username.
Yeah, and what we'll
People
do
can
is
find
we'll definitely we'll let people know now, like you said, Improv Pig, and then check it out in Providence. If you guys heard earlier in the video, it's in where is it again?
Improv Pig is Providence Improv Guild, 95 Empire
Okay.
Street. It's like in a room right above
Perfect.
AS220, if you're familiar with
Yep.
that area.
And then, like you said, they got the classes.
And
Check
then,
those
Yeah,
out.
they got classes that they run. Like they
And-
run a bunch,
Yep.
you know, all the time.
And then Thursdays nights they got the improv open mics, and then
yeah, that's at Kismet,
Yep.
which is in Pawtucket, the Hope Artist Village. in that
Perfect.
area. That's Thursday night,
Yeah.
6:30 to 8:30.
Yep. And
Cool,
then
cool
if
thing.
you want to see Mike do his improv / stand up type routine, which
Yeah.
is great, it's funny. Trust me, it's fun. We graduated him, and we've seen his jokes progress since then. It's hilarious. Definitely check him out, and then make sure you like and share this. Share, subscribe, comment as if you can. Helps us out. Helps me and Mike out and Rob, and appreciate it.
I was gonna say, if you want to come see like my actual show
Yep.
at the Providence Improv Guild, we perform pretty much every other Saturday night. My team is Vermin Moon. Is the name of our team. So each
Vermin
team
Moon.
comes up with, it's much like probably coming up with like a band name.
Yeah.
So Vermin Moon is my
Perfect.
team. We perform every other Saturday night at 7:30
Now, can we put? Do you care
Every
if we
other
put
Saturday
that?
at 7:30. Where, Mike?
at Providence Improv Guild,
All right,
95
Providence
Empire
Improv.
Street.
So
So go to
perfect.
improvpig.com. We have
There
classes.
we go.
Perfect. So, would you care if we put that in the description and stuff? You want us to promote that a little bit too? We
Yeah,
can put that
you
out
can
there.
throw
Perfect.
that in there.
Yeah,
You heard
awesome.
it, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys, check them out. Thanks for tuning in, and then yeah.
Hey, thanks
Oh,
for
yeah,
having
that
me,
was
guys.
fun.
Yeah, no
Fucking-
problem,
that
Mike.
was
Hey, Mike.
fucking
That
fun.
that was
Good
funny,
time.
dude.
All right, till next time. See you later.
Later.
A bientôt. That's French.
Bye.